You might have seen at the end of last week's vlog that I took a fall on my bike. It turns out I broke something in my hand, and yeah, I got a chipped tooth, bruised ribs. I don't know how I'm going to work with this on for 4 weeks.
Oh, what a disaster! That's my whole Sunday ruined!
I was kind of hoping to do this video under better circumstances, but I can't really drive anywhere. I'm in too much pain to just go far. So today, I've been meaning to do this for a couple of weeks. I was waiting for better weather as well. But today I'm going into Caernarfon and kind of like retracing my childhood in a way. I used to catch the bus to Caernarfon on my own at the age of like 7 or 8. I think I was 7 actually. And back then, a return to Caernarfon from here, which is about 5 miles, cost me 45p. I don't even know how the buses run. I haven't caught a bus to Caernarfon in a while. The buses are at 3 minutes to the hour. So there should be one in the next like 5 minutes. Honestly, I should really be in bed. If I go for a nap, it's going to take me like 10 minutes to get out of bed. Yeah, I'd probably rather do this, to be honest. I pushed myself too hard at work yesterday, and the pain in my ribs has gone from just being there and there to spreading all the way across this side. Yeah, so I'm not very comfortable today. Okay, I've made it into Caernarfon. Guess the first stop is the charity shop, which used to be an Argos, and before it was an Argos, it was a quick save. My God, that used to be where the Argos counter was. Feel old yet? I work in Caernarfon, but I don't work in the town of Caernarfon, and I do come into the town, but I don't really explore it much. I'm just gonna walk around town and like reminisce kind of thing. This used to be a video shop. This is where I discovered all the Children of the Corn straight to video sequels. If I'm not mistaken, there used to be a pub here that got knocked down. Now it's a car park for the Home Bargains. Just past Home Bargains is Asda, where I had my first job. It was a quick save back in like 1999. So the quick save moved from where that charity shop is to here. Before that, this was a bus station for Crossville, if I remember correctly. I was at quick save from 1999 till about 2004 or 5, I think. Or was it as late as 2006? No, because I've got a 5-year service badge from QuickSave. If I can find it, I'll put it here. There's still a few people working here from the old QuickSave days. I don't think any of them are in today though. I had some fun in here. I used to pretend to fall over in front of customers when I was carrying damaged goods to the back. They were damaged already, so it didn't matter if I fell with them. We used to roll up the wax from Baby Bells and throw it onto the ceiling. They've put a lower ceiling here now, but if this wasn't here, you'd see like Baby Bell waxes on the beams. We threw sausages on the ceiling, you know, those cheap economy sausages. We used to throw them up and they would stick. Things you do when you were younger. I was hoping my friend Dwayne was working, but he doesn't seem to be there. I'm not going to bother asking. So I caught the bus into town, not only just to find out how much the price of the return ticket has gone up since I was a kid, but actually it wasn't that much. £3, right? That's quite cheap. But I was planning on having a load of drinks. The only issue is I was told not to drink while I have the rib injury, but I don't know. I'll have a few, right? I'm sure I'll be fine. There's like plenty of places to eat that I want to try, because I don't often come into Caernarfon. Usually the only time I'm here is in the evening when Fu's Chinese opens. And yeah, when the sun's going down. Looks really cool here, actually. I wonder what's on at the gallery. They do have a cinema. All these years the gallery's been open, I've never been in here. Ever. I just spent the last 15 minutes talking to the owner of one of the restaurants by the dock there, Morvach, and he had a picture of the old train station, which is Morrison's. I didn't know that. So I'm at Morrison's now. But yeah, I know the train track was there. I did ask him if I could film his restaurant, and he said yes, but he didn't want to appear on camera himself, so which is unfortunate because he had a lot of good stories to tell. Next door to it is being worked on, and they're opening a craft beer brewery next door. I'm on my way to Wetherspoons, which used to be a Tesco. Now that bridge behind me, about 10 years ago, I was cycling down here and there were some kids on the top of the bridge and they lobbed a full 2-litre bottle of Pepsi at me. It narrowly missed me, hit the ground and just went yeah. Kids in towns, man. I wasn't wearing a helmet then either, so yeah, that if that would have hit me, that would not have been pretty. There you go, Dippy Donuts. If you ever come here, we do have a Wetherspoons. Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to come here and buy butterscotch Angel Delight from the Tesco. Might as well have a pint in here.
Yeah.
There's a Smashies burger here, and somebody has taken it literally by Smashies in their window. It's not open and has a food hygiene rating of 1. So where I was sat at Wetherspoons, there was 3 like old guys sat around having a pint, and I started talking to them. I forget sometimes I'm actually quite local to the area, so I know a lot. There's a lot of bird shit on that car. Anyway, why I get so easily distracted. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the castle in a minute and walk around the castle. I don't know how much that costs, but hopefully it's not more than 15 quid. Actually, before I go down to the castle, let's go this way. Oh, this is the old market hall. Used to have a bunch of like shops in there. Now it's just a giant pub with a projector where they show football games. And there was, until recently, I think it's moved, a kebab shop, like in this part here. No, it's still there. No, or at least, yep, it's still there. Yeah, so there's the market hall, and then here I bought my very first CD. I'm pretty sure it was here. It was a CD shop called Key. It sold CDs and vinyls, and that's where I bought my first CD. It was a CD single, I Wish by Skilo, of all the things.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller.
Well, I'm definitely no stranger to this place, since I come here every Sunday for a carvery. The last pint I had was a $3.99 Punk IPA in Wetherspoons. This is a Tiny Rebel Tropicana? And this cost £6.40, so almost double. But I got a cool chair to sit in. So this is usually where the carvery is served, here. Yeah, I really like this place. There's a couple of places that have opened in the evening recently that might have just as good a selection of beers, but this is, you know, my go-to place. And plus I come here for carvery every Sunday because it's quite filling. Every piece of paper here says Dragon Egg Special, except for the one at the bar, which says spare ribs. Could definitely do with those. I have no idea how much songs a quid gets you these days, but let's find out. How is Linger not in the top 3? I assumed because it said like iTunes that it was connected to the internet, but clearly not. Well, at least they got this one. How many have I got? Oh, credits 1. Okay, it's my last song. So a pound bought me 3 songs: Bush Glycerin, Cranberries Linger, and CKY Disengage the Simulator. I thought that was connected to the internet, but clearly not. What was I thinking? A full rack of ribs. Liver is supposed to be good for your liver, right? Kidneys is supposed to be good for your kidneys. I thought maybe ribs would be good for my broken ribs. Only 2 pints in, and I feel like I've had about 5. Yeah, I messed up. I should have got the Scotch egg. I don't know why I went for the ribs. Sir Hugh Owen, absolutely covered in seagull shit. His back looks like somebody just pulled out. Even his face is covered in it. So I'm wearing my bag over one shoulder like I'm in high school. Because if I put it over both, it's almost impossible to get off. Caernarfon has a Greggs. It used to be a KFC. I think 2 heroin addicts shot up in the toilet and died. I don't know if that's 100% fact, but that's what I was told at a first aid course. Not by the teacher, by someone who was on the course with me who worked at McDonald's in Caernarfon. This used to be my local Woolworths where I bought all my CDs and tapes. More tapes than CDs because it was the 90s. Wow. So I don't think I've been in here since it was Woolworths. There used to be an escalator there and it went upstairs to a 2nd floor. All the CD singles and albums were here. Tills used to be there. So you'd buy a CD or tape here. Singles were there, albums were there. I remember buying the Jimmy World album Futures here after a shift at work once. And this is where the tills used to be. Look, Mom, I'm behind the tills. I'm behind the tills. I'm being watched, probably because of peculiar behaviour. And I have a bag on my back, so I'm going to get the hell out of here. Anyway, that used to be Woolworths. Well, the Freshfields charity shop is the last of them. Been to all of them, found nothing. I think Bear Nessa, that shop here, Bear Nessa means what's next. Used to be a computer game shop called, first name was Mark Royal Games. Actually, Bear Nessa has DVDs. I never knew that. This Boots used to be a Curry's. No, Comet. It used to be a Comet. That shop was very strange. Guy had like 3 dogs. Sold DVDs without cases for 10p. Zombie Killers, Clown, Titanic 2, and The Astronaut's Wife. 80 pence for all that. So this building used to be the Farm Foods, and I have a distinct memory of going here and buying Chicago Town microwavable pizzas after buying the Fatboy Slim album from Woolworths. So when I was a kid, that was the Pound Stretchers, and when I was really young, here was the bus stop. So one of these buildings, it's not the Deli, it's not the cafe, obviously, because that used to be Pound Stretchers, but it might be the Cats Protection League or the estate agents next door. It used to be a place called Bechdan Bach. And when I was a kid, I used to come here and get turkey and mayonnaise rolls. So this used to be a joke shop. And I have a distinct memory of this public toilet because once, when I was about 8 years old, I had a follow through on the bus. And the first thing I did was I came here to this public toilet to remove my underwear. All rides, tickets only, no cash taken. Yeah, there's seems to be some kind of fair going on here. I'm tempted to find out if what's in there. If I can get this up the chimney. Well, I hope that was worth it, because look at the state of this camera now. I wonder if the train is running today. You know what? I've never got the train. And why would I? I have no reason to. My God, that is expensive. £69.50 to Porthmadog. That is like a half an hour drive from here, if that. And my God, I thought a train to London was expensive. I might be on the spectrum, but I'm not paying 70 quid to get on a steam train to Porthmadog. Although I'm sure the views on the way there are incredible. Looks like the stairs from the Joker movie as he marches down to the job centre. Reminds me of Download Festival. What the? Police Academy? The kids even know what Police Academy is. I can't get over the fact that that is Police Academy themed. What? So if you're a tourist and you're doing tourist stuff, you need to come here in the summer evenings. The Anglesey pub, it's near the castle, and they have the Anglesey Wall, which is where everyone comes to sit and have drinks. There's usually some music, like entertainment here, and this is incredible. On a nice day, the sun goes down over there. It's really nice. Should I go up the old school entrance or the new school entrance? Look at this. A+ for accessibility. £14.50. That's not bad, I guess. Just a quick interruption. Why did I make that sound like a commercial? Oh, fuck, that hurt. Yeah, I just want to say thanks to all my patrons. There's 31 of you now. That is bonkers. I'll try and make a Patreon-only vlog this weekend since it's bank holiday. Thank you very much. Got a gift shop, don't I?
Shop hwnna, de, gen ti caffi uwch ben, de.
Yeah.
A wedyn, a gen ti toilet yn o'r reit yn y gwylod hwnna.
Okay.
Ond, ie, lle bynnag ti isio, just enjoy that.
Diolch yn fawr.
Iawn.
Oh yeah, diolch. They even put the accessibility ramp here. So I'm here now. God, this thing is massive. It's going to take me a while to go through this. I was here, I think, as a little kid. I think this is Caernarfon Castle, this picture here. But I'm not 100%. I have no memory of this. Oh, the cafe's upstairs. I forgot the fair started now. Counting the cost. These are the hands of the Chamberlain. After seizing Wales in 1282. 7,000 years before I was born. Wow. Why have I never come here before? Glass floor. I need Ed to show me around. There's a guy I know that works here called Ed. He works here. I should have come here on a day when I know he was here, but It's like playing Doom. Every kid I've seen so far has been like, wow, and been excited about being here. It actually is pretty cool. Beth and Mike, I bet they don't even talk to each other anymore. Do you know what I should have done? I should have put some cans in my bag and had a beer while I was here. Because I'm going to be here a while, I think. Although, you know, I'm literally just walking around. You're not going to learn anything from this, by the way. This is why I wanted Ed to be working. Whew, that was steep. I'm pretty much at the top now. Yeah, this castle is way bigger than I thought it was. The seagulls pretty much own this place now, right? I mean, they're clearly nesting there. Ah, look at that, the old town. Yeah, down there used to be the bus stop. It was just like a couple of curbs. It's actually quite dangerous when you think about it. These steep stairs are something I shouldn't be chancing. I wish I knew my history now, because this is where I go. This is where Billy Bob the skeleton hunted for his treasure, blah blah blah. This guy's fetish is clearly being in a cage. I mean, look at the state of that thing. It looks like a plasterer's radio. Look at the joy on his face. Reminds me of Randy Marsh on the computer. I know what this bit is. This is the King of the World bit. This is where you go off the this is where you go to the edge and you shout, "I'm King of the World!" Oh wait, who's my highest paid patron? I'm gonna shout their name off this. Okay, so the person paying me the most monthly, Strand GSX, thank you for your contribution. Ow. Black Tower, discover how Welsh mythology influenced Caernarfon Castle. Warning, headaches and slippery things. I'm alive, the man with the second face. In Wales, Roman Emperor Maximus Decimus Meridius. Sorry, I can't do history. I just can't without going into film quotes. What's this? The King's Shitter. These steps, man. Gotta be careful. The Museum of the Royal Welsh Fusiliers. This castle experience is brought to you by an MC in the fairground. Oh, so if I pressed that, I'd say, "There's a snake in my boots," or something. These are the hands of the labourer. My hands look like this, so her hands can look like this. Axes, railroad spikes, hammers. That fair is so annoying. Oh. There's a snake in my boots. Now, this is pretty cool. I like this window. If you look carefully on this stained glass window, there is a pair of tits. Did you see it? Tit. Tit. Pair of tits. There's the old court across the road. Absolutely covered in seagull shit. That poor guy probably hasn't had a wash in a very long time. Look at these two just getting it on. Ow. The guappers. These medals. Well, I hope you enjoyed your trip around Caernarfon Castle. Absolutely no history was learnt today. Stop mocking me. Look at that. That's how my hand is in the brace. It's almost the same. Well, that's Caernarfon Castle. If you'd like to know more, visit it yourself. Right, so I'm going to grab something from the deli, and then I'm going to go check the bus timetables, and then go to the pub until the bus comes. Just been to the deli and got a hot Scotch egg and cheesecake brownie. I'm going to go to the smallest bar in Wales, and the food's in the bag. Hopefully I'm allowed to eat it in there, because, you know, I grab a pint of water and a pint.